A brutal attack against two NYPD officers.
Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg staying silent as we try to ask why 5 of these suspects were released without bail.
Fox 5's Linda Schmidt joins us live from Midtown. And Linda, you tried to press Bragg on that very question earlier today.
Yeah, I sure did. I tried to press him, and other reporters tried to press him on that issue as well. But he was not interested in talking to any of us earlier today. And it appears the governor is not supporting him in this case. DA Bragg, why did you not ask for bail? Why didn't you ask for bail for these migrants? District Attorney Alvin Bragg trying to get away from questions about his decision to release 5 illegal migrants charged with assaulting 2 NYPD officers in Times Square that was caught on camera. All 5 were released without bail, even though they are charged with a felony. Now 4 of them have reportedly fled the state. State Attorney General Letitia James weighing in.
Despite the fact that they have allegedly have fled to Florida, the long arm of the law will find these individuals. They will be arrested.
What do you have to say to the people of New York? Do you have nothing to say to the citizens of New York?
This is the same person that wanted to put a woman who defended herself against her abusive ex-husband. She deleted him in self-defense, and Alvin Bragg, tried to have her locked up. And people had to protest against that. Also, Alvin Bragg has also been someone that had a bodega owner locked up when he had to stab a criminal in self-defense. So Alvin Bragg isn't someone that's going to actually look out for NYPD. Okay.
DA Bragg immediately left a hotel in Midtown after attending a winter conference with Governor Hochul and the state's 61 other district attorneys. The 4 other city DAs attended a news conference with the governor, who took questions. In the past few days, and you've said this multiple times, that you are looking to judges and prosecutors to do the right thing. Do you think that DA Bragg did the right thing by releasing illegal migrants charged with assaulting 2 New York City police officers violently, who have no ties to New York City, New York State, or this country? Do you think he did the right thing? And they're charged with felonies.
Anytime there's an assault on a police officer, which is a very serious offense, it is bail eligible and bail should be sought, meaning right now that they should be sitting in Rikers.
Okay, now, even though you just saw there in my report that DA Bragg had every opportunity to speak with reporters and address this issue, earlier today he chose not to, and he had every opportunity to do it. Instead, what he ended up doing was calling a late news conference. That happened about an hour ago. Now, at that news conference, he said they don't have any proof at this point that 4 of the illegal migrants have fled the state. However, they are continuing to investigate that.
You think they're not going to run away? But like I said, this is this is Alvin Bragg. He should have been gone the minute he messed up with the bodega owner who tried to defend himself against a person that tried to kill him, tried to harm him. I'm sorry. Okay, because the bodega owner told the lady that her car declined, which it did, and she had to leave the store. All right. And that lady sent her boyfriend to come and attack the bodega owner. And the bodega owner was an old man, and so he picked up a sharp knife he had behind the counter, and he deleted the attacker. All right. Well, let's see what else is going on with this migrant crisis. Okay. Let's check this out. This is the list of migrant crimes that have been going on in New York City. Fair use.
From New York to discuss how New Yorkers are feeling about the Biden border crisis.
Before we go to Nicole, I just want to invite, if there are other members, I have an open seat right here if Congresswoman Boebert wants to join us as members come and go. Nicole.
Thank you. Thank you, Carol, for your work in highlighting how fentanyl is destroying communities. You know, I woke up this morning and got on the phone with the director of ICE for New York because in my city, we saw 2 police officers beat by a mob of migrants in Times Square. And I told the ICE director quite clearly, like, I want these individuals to be deported, period. We cannot accept in this country people who have paid the cartels thousands of dollars to be smuggled here, and then they're in our city committing crimes. And why are they in New York? Well, because our mayor decided to provide housing, education, legal services, laundry services, food, you name it. And so it's incentivizing more people to come to New York City. But you're seeing that not all of them are innocent asylum seekers, as our mayor claims. I can go through a bunch of articles here, which we don't have time for.
I really do think this is the purpose of raising the crime rate so they could bring in a National Guard and they have their little order out of chaos and then they bring back restrictions. I really do think that's the plan here.
But another woman was arrested for slapping NYPD officer in the face. Okay, another illegal immigrant bites off a police sergeant's finger after a DUI bust. Asylum seeker accused of...
Imagine if a black person did that. Bite off a police officer's finger. That's assault. Bite it clean off. That person will be doing some serious time, as should this migrant be doing serious time. These migrants have also told blacks, no money for you. No money for you. And I told you, these Spanish migrants, they do not like black people. And plus, they're coming over here with their gangs. So what do you think is going to happen eventually? They're going to start terrorizing black people. And businesses are already in on it. Okay, don't think the Republicans are not in on this either, because they love cheap labor. And they will be willing to hire somebody that they don't have to pay full price as if they were an American citizen.
Killing another at the Randall's Island shelter, which we, the taxpayers in New York City, are paying for. Migrant stabbed by girlfriend in a possible love triangle. Okay, this is what's happening in New York, and it's happening all too often, and we need to do something about it. And
I doubt there will be anything to be done about it. I doubt there will be. All right. But let's see what else our mayor is also offering these migrants. Okay. Outrageous. Fair use.
Well, questions being raised tonight about a new pilot program that'll give migrant families a reloadable prepaid credit card to buy food and baby supplies.
All right, it would replace the food boxes given to asylum seekers staying in hotels. Fox 5's Jessica Formoso has more on how it would all work.
Some migrant...
We have homeless American citizens on the street, in shelters, with babies. They need that first. They need that first. Whatever happened to Build Back Better? Whatever happened to that? What happened to, strengthening America? Now we all know that's a lie. People need to wake up. They need to wake up.
Families will soon be given prepaid credit cards to buy food and baby supplies. The mayor's office says the city is partnering with Mobility Capital Finance to launch a more cost-effective program. Right now, the city has contracts with food services who provide non-perishable food boxes to shelters. They will start with 500 migrant families with children in short-term hotel stays. The cards can only be used at bodegas, grocery stores, supermarkets, and convenience stores. stores.
We're just giving this migrant population more free stuff at the expense of New York City taxpayers.
In a statement, the mayor's office says, in part, quote, not only will this provide families with the ability to purchase fresh food of their culturally relevant diets and the baby supplies of their choosing, but
if they want the cultural foods, they should have stayed home. They eat what they could get. You coddling these people to come over to give them whatever they want, yet you have Americans and veterans starving. They kick veterans out of hotels for them and put these migrants in. A slap in the face. This is why I say, do not join the military. It is not worth it. This is how your country treats you.
pilot program is expected to save New York City more than $600,000 per month, or more than $7.2 million annually.
I'm not going to be thankful that a program that was bloated and inefficient is somehow cheaper to just give away free money to people in the hopes that they feed themselves.
According to the New York Post, this pilot program will cost the
You're giving them everything. They're going to end up being parasites. That's it.
city $53 million. The amount loaded on the card will depend on the family size.
They're deflecting attention away from their incompetency, and they're not holding accountable the people that had prior contracts.
Paramalu is with artists, athletes, and activists. He says the Adams administration is setting up the migrants for failure.
Purchasing food at the supermarket is not cheap anymore. And on top of that, they don't have kitchens. So how
That's the thing. This is all planned by design. They're going to use them for votes, drive up the crime rate, and then possibly end up throwing them into the wind. White supremacy at its finest. They're going to find a way to stay in power. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Later.